In an increasingly unhinged world, which seems to thrive on parasocial and warped behaviors, I've been doing my bit to stir up some thoughtful chin-wagging on this channel. Now, remember the video where I squared off against Cynthia Nixon's fourth-wave feminist propaganda piece? Yeah, that one wasn't meant to belittle or derail, but rather add some meat to our gender and sex discourse. Judging by the smashing success ratio, it's safe to say you folks appreciated the effort. So today, let's dust off a forgotten tale from history's attic, an example of male virtues and strength, and juxtapose it with the narrative we're often spoon-fed about men morphing into destructive, cannibalistic beasts when left unsupervised. Rewind back to 1965. A gripping tale unfolded in the South Pacific that serves as a stark counterpoint to William Golding's Lord of the Flies. This is no work of fiction. It's about 6 Tongan lads aged between 13 and 19 who decided they'd had enough of their boarding school on the island of Tonga Tapu. A stolen boat later, they were off, only for a violent storm to wreck their vessel, leaving them adrift for 8 nightmarish days before being marooned on Ata, an uninhabited island. Unlike Golding's novel, in which boys turn savage, these lads showed remarkable resilience and humanity. For 15 grueling months, their survival was a testament to teamwork and indomitable spirit. They quickly realized they could either throw in the towel or get organized. Thankfully, they chose the latter. They split chores among themselves, gardening, cooking, guarding, keeping everyone engaged while fostering responsibility. 2 older boys naturally assumed leadership roles, one tending to spiritual needs while the other handled practical matters. This dual leadership provided stability and kept morale high during their ordeal. Food was scarce, but these resourceful lads made do. They foraged for wild taro, bananas, seabirds and their eggs, and even feral chickens. Using debris from their wrecked boat and remnants of an abandoned village they found, they fashioned tools to catch fish and lobsters. When water was scarce, they drank rainwater collected in hollow tree trunks and even drank bird blood. Their ingenious use of resources was crucial to their survival. Shelter was another pressing need. They built makeshift shelters from palm fronds and debris that offered refuge during storms. One lad managed to start a fire using sticks, an effort they kept alive continuously as a beacon for rescuers. Life on the island wasn't just about surviving. It was about preserving their humanity too. At night, they sang songs around the fire and played a makeshift guitar, promoting fellowship. They resolved conflicts through discussions and timeouts, ensuring unity wasn't compromised. One striking aspect of their story is how they maintained hygiene and upheld civilization. They held funerals for birds they killed, a testament to their respect for life and cultural values, a far cry from the brutal anarchy depicted in Lord of the Flies. Their ordeal ended in September 1966 when Australian lobster fisher Peter Warner stumbled upon them, initially mistaking them for criminals only to find them hale and hearty. Upon returning to Tonga, the boys were imprisoned for stealing the boat. Peter Warner wasn't having any of that. He sold the Australian rights to their story to Channel 7. The proceeds were used to buy a replacement boat which he gifted the owner, thus securing the boys' release. Upon release, Warner hired them as crew on his lobster fishing boat. Their families promised him secrets of catching Pacific spiny lobsters, a valuable skill with a royal concession. Talk about plot twists. Their story drew international attention, but not all feedback was positive. Some Pacific Islanders criticized the narrative for focusing too much on Warner, the white Australian rescuer, rather than on the boys themselves. One of the survivors, Sayone Totau, expressed gratitude towards Warner and a desire to tell the story from their perspective with his grandchildren's help. The Tongan boy's story is a powerful testament to human resilience and empathy, even in extreme circumstances. Unlike Lord of the Flies, where boys descend into chaos and brutality, these real-life lads upheld their humanity, showing that cooperation and mutual respect can prevail. The chronicle that unfurled on Ata doesn't simply narrate a story of endurance. It interrogates our preformed beliefs about the very core of mankind. It affirms the latent nobility and empathy that resides within each of us, especially in the hearts of the young when provided with a chance. It illuminates virtues such as accountability, respect, and fellowship in their purest manifestation. In reflecting upon this extraordinary tale, we are captivated by the inherent kindness that emerges when individuals coalesce around a common goal. The Tongan boys from 1965 have gifted us with a lighthouse of hope, asserting that even amidst adversity, the radiance of the human spirit can triumph.